Anyway, so sorry that I had to break for a little more. But I just wanted to show you guys what the painting looks like finished. Because I am going to leave it like that. So, and I think it's pretty kind of fresh. Like brushstrokes are nice. It's fresh enough that I can leave it there. I think there's a bigness to it that I kind of like. It feels kind of sketchy, kind of loose and nice. Buildings, again, I honestly thought I needed the buildings for just as a sort of background, but not. I didn't really like an atmosphere, but I didn't really want to. I didn't want to have them overpower my main focus, which was going to be this little lion head. So that was cool today because it's a tough painting to do. I really wanted to get very loosely, not based on like little details, how that big bronze statue feels like, and I realized, and this is a trap that we all can fall into, that there was stuff in that head that just wasn't working out for me, and I had to work really hard to make it very blocky and kind of fresh again. I just didn't want it to be sort of the focal point, but not so much that in the sense that it would really take away from the rest of the painting. So, sí, estoy contento como quedó. Estoy contento. Es sencillito, pero digamos que el reto que era mantener todos los tonos como similares y luego tener como esta masa oscura en el medio y que funcionara en términos también de tono, como que se inscribiera dentro de lo que estaba pasando en términos de atmósfera. Entonces me gusta mucho. The yellow building background sets you up well for the highlight. Yes, Eddie, that's exactly what I needed for that little highlight in the back. So I think it's cool. I think it's for these small exercises that we do in trying to get just very, very specific, to achieve very specific things within our painting. I think that's what's cool. So again, to iterate, the whole painting, the whole idea behind just doing something like this is that trying to balance this dark shape within this lighter atmosphere. It's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. So because there are moments in this shape that have to relate to everything that's around. So that's what I was going for. So I'm happy that it turned out pretty okay. I'm happy that much love from South Africa. Yes, I think I'm going to go to South Africa next year in the summer, like June, July. So thank you. That's going to be awesome going there. So yeah, that was the whole point, to just try to find moments in here that would relate this shape to the background, but then not so specific. Like, I was struggling so much with this little head, and I like it. I like how it came out right now, because if you look at all those brush strokes, they're just big strokes. But I really feel I need all of them, and all of the strokes are kind of they're reflecting judgments that I'm making on form, and if those weren't right, then it doesn't. I don't care how little details would have made this better. If those bigger strokes, if my judgment on those bigger shapes, on how form turned in those bigger shapes wasn't right, then no amount of small detail is going to save that. So I'm very happy. It's quite simple, but it feels kind of fresh and direct. So I'm kind of happy the way it came out. So anyways, that was it for today. So thank you all for hanging out. That was awesome. I struggled quite a bit, but that's always cool. That's always expected. So the important thing is that you just, you hang on and you sort of work it out to the best of your ability. And, even if it means going back and going back and going back at it, because that little head was pissing me off. I'm going to look at the video, which is going to be kind of cool, because I actually really liked the way I blocked it in. And then at some point I kind of missed something. And I want to try and spot to see where it kind of got away from me a little bit. And just to learn from that, just to realize, wow, I was holding on to that. And then as soon as I started putting these strokes, then I kind of, it kind of left the painting. So I want to see if I can spot that. And again, I always try to emphasize this, like, making mistakes and having a hard time, that's going to be your whole life. Like, that's never going to change. The cool thing is, like, if you learn from your mistakes, then there is value to all those experiences. And I want to see, kind of where it became a little difficult for me, where I became a little too distracted maybe by little details, and why I then, I'm happy that I went back and started doing like bigger strokes for that little head, and then taking it back to those initial states a little bit. But yeah, as always, like, it's not about messing up. Like, that's going to happen always, all the time. It's what we do with that experience that deems it sort of useful. So cool. So it was awesome hanging out. Hope it was cool. Thank you all. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.